crowd, and the Hilltoppers win it. Base hit and your game winner! We kick off our week in sports here on Fred TV with baseball action from Durfee High School as the Taunton Tigers are in town for a rematch from April the 19th. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massud coming to you from a windy Skip Lewis Field. We thought last Friday was windy against Brockton. My goodness, things have not let up. We're hoping by the end of the week the weather will be much better. But for now, it's going to be some very difficult conditions on the field this afternoon. Anything in the air is going to be extremely challenging for the fielders. Durfee coming off a real big bounce-back victory against Brockton last Friday. We had that game for you, a 4-0 shutout for Martell, who went the distance and retired the final 13 batters he faced. It was a real dominating start for him, got some good run support. The biggest hit of the day was thanks to Sebastian Reese, a bases-clearing double with 2 down, and that made it 4-0, and that was all Martell and the Hilltoppers needed, so they blanked Brockton last Friday. Now, this is a rematch from April the 29th. Taunton pounced on Durfee 19-7 out in Taunton. So now this one being played here as a rematch, and the Hilltoppers looking to ride that momentum from last Friday as they come into this Tuesday afternoon here at Durfee. Should be a good one on tap. We hope that you'll stick around for all the live coverage. It's coming up next on Fred TV. On Saturday, May 14th, the Fall River Public Schools will host a job fair at the brand new BMC Durfee High School located at 460 Ellsbury Street. The job fair will run from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. There are opportunities at all levels, opportunities in core areas such as math, science, and ELA, special education, MLL, ELL, and counseling, paraprofessional opportunities at all levels. Staff and leadership from our 16 schools will be on site. Come grow with us. Welcome back, everybody, to Skip Lewis Field. We are ready for baseball as Boria has finished his warm-up tosses for the Hilltoppers. And Dawson Bryce has stepped in. First pitch of the day is a bouncer. About 5 feet short of the plate. Ball 1. We are underway. Dawson, the shortstop, number 7 for the 11-2 Taunton Tigers, ranked 4th in the state. This is a very tough team from just up the road. They're right now in the middle of a 4-game road swing. This is their second of 4 straight that they'll play on the road. They played yesterday, playing here today, and yesterday was actually just their second loss. King Philip Regional got their revenge from an earlier loss and defeated the Tigers yesterday. Today they are here, and tomorrow they will be on the road as well. So 3 straight games for Taunton. They'll head to Franklin tomorrow for more conference play. This one, of course, non-conference play. And then they'll have one more on the road prior to finally getting another home game, and that's going to be next Monday against Attleboro. They'll be on the road before coming home next Wednesday for Mansfield. They'll actually finish at home 3 straight games. That's a chopper up the middle, a tough play, and it eats up. Cavaco took a high hop and ended up hitting the top of the glove. And it sure looks like Bryce would have beat that out anyway, so I'm going to give him an infield single on that one. Up the middle. So leadoff base hit. The 2 losses that Taunton has, as Ryan McDougall, the first baseman, steps in. I talked to head coach Blair Bork prior to the game. He says, the team's been pretty balanced. He said we have a good balance of underclassmen and upperclassmen. He said, we've gotten contributions up and down the lineup. That is hit deep to left. That's going to be a fair ball, and it's going to hit the fence. To third base goes Bryce. He's going to go around third, and he will score easily the first run of the day on the double, the RBI double for McDougal, as Bryce comes around to score. It is 1-0 Taunton here in the first inning. Braden Sullivan, the third baseman, bats third. He steps in now with a man at second. Still nobody out. He'll look at strike one. Hilltoppers without Martell today, who he wasn't going to be a starting pitcher, but he would have been the number 3 batter in the lineup. Had such a great start, as I mentioned in the open last Friday, but unfortunately he's not here today. That is roped to left, but that's going foul. Rest of the Taunton lineup here as Boria makes his way back to the hill and Sullivan back to the box. On deck, batting cleanup, is the left fielder Evan Calley. Batting fifth, Alan Lewis, the second baseman. The catcher, Colby Dakuda, bats sixth, followed by Sean Murphy, the DH. Batting eighth, Sean Calley in center, and batting ninth, Andrew Calley in right. Yes, they are related. Cousins and brothers here. There's a couple on the bench as well. Coach Bork said there were 6 Calleys on the team last year. One of them graduated last year, so a family affair for the Tigers. So my defensive alignment here on my scorecard literally says Calley in left, Calley in center, Calley in right. Like angels in the outfield. Calley's in the outfield, you know. Swings through it for the strikeout, and the tag is applied quickly by Mello for out number 1, first K for Boria, and that will bring up Evan Calley, the left fielder. I was starting to say earlier that the 2 losses for Taunton were both losses in which they gave up all the runs that they allowed in that first inning. So, if you're an opponent, you can put some runs on the board early against Taunton, at least in that small sample size, the 2 losses, that small sampling. It shows that, you can have a little bit of success here. The loss to Mansfield was a 7-2 loss, all 7 runs in the first for Mansfield. And then yesterday against King Philip, same situation. All 5 runs were allowed in that first inning. That ball is going to bounce in. Nothing doing, no advance from McDougal at first base. Defensively, the Hilltoppers stack up like this. You got Reese at third, Espinal at short, Cavaco at second, and Lopes at first. In the outfield, it's Pichardo, Sherry, and Montilla left to right. Mello is behind the dish, catching for Boria. That is going to miss down and away. Durfee at 5-5, coming into today back to 500 after picking up the victory on Friday that snapped a 3-game skid for the Hilltoppers. 57 degrees here, tons of sun. All the clouds have moved out, but it is windy. You can see the jerseys fluttering. That's going to get away as well. And this time, taking off for third base on the wild pitch is McDougal, and he gets there easily. So runner at third now with 1 down. And the wind is coming in from Ellsbury Street, kind of basically from the east, northeast, and blowing across the outfield. So if anything hit to right field is certainly, or to foul ground, if it's a pop-up, it's certainly going to push back anything to the first base side and right field line is going to push back onto the field. It's not going to be an easy day. High chopper over the mound. Charging is Espinal, and he can't make a play. Run will score, and reaching at first is Callie. And it's 2-0. Stepping in is Alan Lewis. Chopper to short, Espinal charges, throw to second for one, and a collision. They call out Callie, the ball coming loose on the transfer, so force out. Lewis will reach on the fielder's choice. So 2 down, and the catcher, Colby Dakuda, stepping in. Foul ball in front of the plate. And there's 2 strikes on Dakuda. Warrior trying to get out of the inning and keep it to 2 runs here. Hard grounder to third. That is a fair ball. Reese down to his knees. The throw is going to be in time. No, it was there, but it pulled him off the bag. That is what a great play from Reese to keep it on the infield. Coach Martin quickly out to speak with the field umpire, saying it pushed him off. He did have to stretch a little bit towards right field. You know, from our angle, though, being so low to the ground, you can't see if the foot actually did come off. That spoils what was really a fantastic play by Reese. So Lewis up to second. Dakuda to first. And Murphy, the DH, will step in, the 7th batter here in the first. That is sent in the air to left field. Tracking it is Pichardo, and he will squeeze the glove on it for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Tigers send 7 to the plate, and 2 come home. Taunton out to the 2-0 advantage here through half a frame. The Hilltoppers are coming up. They will face Peter Moore, number 44 for Taunton, who has just hit the hill. Might take a couple moments here for a couple extra minutes for Moore to warm up, because Dakuda, the catcher, was on the bases to end the inning, so he's getting his gear on now. They have one of the backup catchers currently behind home plate. Well, while we wait, we will run down the Hilltoppers starting 9. Leading it off, it'll be number 5, the catcher Deacon Mello, followed by the shortstop Jaden Espinal. Josh Boria, the pitcher, will bat 3rd, followed by Sebastian Reese in the cleanup spot today at 3rd. Batting 5th, the first baseman Ryan Lopes, followed by right fielder Alexis Montilla. Center fielder Ben Sherry bats 7th, followed by Yandel Pichardo, the left fielder. And rounding things out in the number 9 hole is the second baseman Jake Cavaco, who's actually hitting .300 coming into today, so not bad for your number 9 batter. Quick meeting at the mound. Mello waiting to step in. Home plate umpires in the visiting dugout now, finally coming over. As the Hilltoppers will bat for the first time this afternoon. Tell you one thing, Friday's game, 7 innings, 4-0 shutout, 90-minute game. For a minute, I thought we were playing softball. That's how quick the pace of play was. Not off to that kind of a start today. Rather long first inning so far, as innings go, that is. Taking the strike. Mello on a line right at Lewis for out number 1. Hard hit, but it sliced right back to the second baseman for a loud first out. That'll bring up Espinal, coming in at 290. Thanks to Coach Martin for the statistics that he inputted to Game Changer for us. That's going to go out of play. No homers, no RBI for Espinal so far in 2022, but 290 average, not bad. Getting on base. He's got quite a bit of speed. Slow breaking ball does not grab the inner part of the plate. So ball 1. Can't get over the wind. This is just outrageous. That'll miss down low. That one also misses, and Espinal, good eyes there, draws the walk, and the Hilltoppers have their first base runner of the afternoon, a 1-out base runner for Durfee, and that'll bring up Boria, the pitcher. 391 with a home run and 5 runs batted in here in 2022. We're going to have more live action tomorrow. We'll be down at Cuss for varsity softball as the Case Cardinals will square off against Durfee. Case, one of the perennial tournament contenders and performers, I guess you could say. They're in it every year. A really very good program. And quite honestly, I think they should be in a different division, given the success that they play in that they have every single year. I would like to see them in a higher division and see how they would do, because whether we see them against Diamond or we see them against Durfee, they're always tough, and they always make a good run in the tournament. That's going to miss up and away. So we'll see the Case Cardinals against the Lady Hilltoppers tomorrow from Cuss. That one's a 4:30 first pitch. Down low and missing. These pitches have not been that close. And Friday, we are not sure at the moment whether we'll have volleyball here or whether or not you'll be able to see it on the Durfee Athletics YouTube channel, live streamed in the gym. That's hit deep to left, coming down, and Evan Calley makes the play on a long fly ball to left field. 2 down, and Durfee's top hitter, Sebastian Reese, comes up to the plate. 400 hitter with 4 home runs and 15 runs batted in. And had that big bases clearing double last Friday. It was 1-0 at the time. He made it a 4-run inning, and that was the final, 4-0 against Brockton. Runner takes off. The throw to second will not be in time. Good shoot from Dakuda, but a little too high. And a really good jump from Espinal. So stolen base puts him in scoring position. I'm sure Reese would love to drive him in and at least get Durfee on the board here and get one back here in the first. That's going to miss. So getting back to Friday's schedule here, just check back to our Facebook page here, the Fred TV Sports Facebook page, that is. That's where we would live stream, and we'll have a note up there as we get towards the end of the week. Chopper right to the mound, kind of off the end of the bat, and an easy ground ball out to close out the first inning. Hilltoppers strand a runner and are down 2-0 after 1 frame. We'll be right back. Second inning coming up.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Back at Durfee, the Hilltoppers back to the field as Boria wraps up the warm-up tosses. Right after the open, you saw PSA about the Fall River Public Schools job fair. It's coming up this Saturday, May 14th from 9 to 12 here at Durfee. You're going to want to enter via the north entrance, which is the new parking lot, so the entrance closest to Langley Street. And there are tons of job opportunities here. We just ran this other PSA that we had out of the request of the Human Resources Department. And so tons of opportunities all across the board and across the district here at FRPS. Come grow with us. And be sure to check out the job fair as the first pitch of the second inning misses down low. There'll be admins on site, so come and explore it, meet people. That'll miss inside. bouncer in the dirt. Chopper in front of the plate, foul. Chopper to the left side. Espinal plays it on a hop. Strong throw to first, and it's in time. Just did get Sean Calley, the center fielder, for out number 1. That stepping in now is Andrew Calley, the right fielder, number 9 batter in the lineup. Takes a look at a strike, just grabbing the outside corner. That also will get in there for a called strike. 0-2 the count. That one, hot shot back towards the mound, and it gets by Espinal quickly for a base hit into center field. So Calley on with 1 out, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order. Dawson Bryce, who led off the game with a single to center. He'll step in. He scored in the first run of the game, in fact. Runner takes off. Strong throw, and the throw's there in time. And he's out. What a throw from Mello. That was a strike to second base. So caught stealing is Calley, and there's 2 down. Runner erased. He's staying out there at the moment, but Coach Bork questioning the call, not happy. Walk away quietly, and heading back to the bench is Calley. So 2 down here in the top of the second. And now Bryce will step back in with nobody on and 2 down. That changes the complexion a little bit. Called strike. Breaking ball drops in there on the outside. Another breaking ball, and that one missing. More of a 12-6 action, whereas the strike called was a little more of a slide piece, not as much vertical movement on it. Like that. That one was sent deep to left. That's going to get down into the corner. Chasing it is Pichardo on his way to second base. Easily is Bryce with his second hit of the ball game, 2 for 2. And he stands at second with a 2-out double. So how big was that shoot there for Mello to gun down the runner, because that would have been the 3rd run of the ball game for the Tigers. McDougal stepping in. Had an RBI double in the first and scored the 2nd run that the Tigers have in that 2-run first. And that is a breaking ball just too low in the zone. 1-0. Boria turns and looks the runner back, but nobody holding him on. My goodness. But a 30-plus mile-an-hour gust whipping through the lot right now. On the plus side, tomorrow's supposed to be a little warmer, but then again, we'll be down at Cuss by the water, so it could be better than this or it might be worse than this. We really don't know. But this is brutal. That is lofted to right. Montilla coming in, and it will fall in. Throw home is a strike, and it's not in time. And the Tigers grab their third run on another RBI hit from McDougal. Second run scored by Bryce. Thought that might have bounced and hit the runner, to be honest with you, and I'm wondering if that might be what Coach Martin is out there inquiring about. Because it didn't look like it got to the catcher. It looked like it hit the runner. So base hit, took second on the throw. And another RBI, so 2 RBI for McDougal. That one into center field, gets by Montilla. And McDougal coming home, the top of the order, doing the damage right now in this one as Sullivan did not wait around. He struck out in the first inning. He was the first out of the ball game, and he did not wait around that time. So top 3 in the order are 5 for 6 in the game, as the Tigers have made it 4-0. Coach Martin having a meeting at the mound with Mello and Boria. That'll bring up Evan Calley, who reached base and then was eliminated on a fielder's choice in the first on the ground ball, I should say, from Lewis. It erased Calley at second base. Check on the runner, just a lackadaisical throw over to first, keeping him honest. That one going out of play and foul. That was pitch number 40 for Boria. We're not done with 2. Tigers making him work hard. Again, Taunton already beat Durfee once this season, a 19-7 victory. That one gets away, knocks down the runner. The batter rather did not hit him, but it goes all the way to the backstop on the passed ball. And Sullivan up to second. Curveball that didn't break and had Calley ducking for cover in the left-handed batter's box. That one will bounce, but keeping it in front of him is Mello. Boria in danger of losing him. 3 balls on the batter. Grounder to the right side. Soft ground ball. Lopes scoops it and steps on the bag. 3 unassisted, but not before. 6 more batters to the plate for Taunton, and another pair of runs, a 4-0 score through an inning and a half. It's been just over a half an hour. Slow start to this one. Lots of offense, particularly for the visitors. Boria has had to labor through 2 innings of pitching. For Durfee, number 5 in the order, Ryan Lopes, who just made the play at first. He will lead things off in the bottom of the second. He'll be followed by Montilla and Sherry. Lopes steps in. His first at-bat of the day. First pitch swinging, and it's popped to the right side, going out of play. And that is strike 1. As Moore back to the hill, and he got more runs from his offense. Second pitch swinging, that's going foul and towards the lot as well. Kind of like Russian roulette out there with the cars in the parking lot so close. We were talking about it on Friday, that the lot fully accessible now. And, well, that is jacked deep to left, but very foul. But, man, he turned that one around. But, yeah, foul balls off the right side. Park at your own risk for sure. Goes down to get it, and much like the first inning ended, the second inning begins. A 1-3 putout by Moore to MacDougall on a chopper back to the mound. So 1 down, that'll bring up the right fielder, Alexis Montilla. Got a .269 average, 6 runs batted in here in 2022. Swings through the first pitch. Off the end of the bat, a little late on the swing, and it's a chopper to first base, or ground ball to first, rather. And MacDougall handles it himself. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second. And Ben Sherry will step in for the first time. 200 hitter so far through 10 games, 4 runs batted in. And he'll take strike 1 over the outer half. Foul ball, 0-2. That'll grab some tar as well. Oh, that's going to hit him. Takes it off the back. And Sherry reaches after the hit by pitch. Breaking ball there that slipped out of the hand for sure from Moore. That was not a fastball. Lost the grip of it. Well, the Hilltoppers with a 2-out base runner, and Yandel Pichardo, the left fielder, will step in, and we'll look at ball one. I have to say, I really enjoy calling a game here more than any of the other baseball fields in the city because the backstop here is so big. We're not right on top of home plate, and it's nice to have a little distance from the action as you're commentating and talking about what's going on. This is one of the larger backstops in high school baseball fields. That throw will be late and to the left of second base, and Sherry takes second rather easily, got a good jump, much like Espinal in the first. So 2 stolen bases for the Hilltoppers. Pichardo with the man in scoring position. Takes a look at a strike down and away. Borderline pitch. And Moore gets the call. Jammed him. Squibbler. And he's going to dig it out. Will he get there? No. That'll do it in the inning. A 3-1 put out, and the Hilltoppers strand the runner at second base. Taunton will have 5, 6, and 7 in the order coming up when we begin the third right after this. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Laura Ferreira. I am the Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As the school year begins, we want to remind everyone of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are here for a reason, your safety. Please use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic and escort you safely. Drivers, please use caution when entering a school zone. 20-mile-per-hour speed limits are strictly enforced as mandated by state law. By being respectful and patient with one another, we can all arrive at our destination on time and in one piece. Thank you for your attention. If you have concerns or questions, please contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
Back at a gusty Skip Lewis Field as Boria finishing up his warm-up pitches. I mentioned on Friday's broadcast, we have that, or it might have been volleyball actually. I think it was volleyball. The school zone PSA there, and sure, Laura says have a great school year. But it's worth rerunning that now as the weather's changed and you're going to have more people, more kids walking to school again. Very important to be cognizant of the school zones. I know when we were filming that piece a couple years ago, people were barreling through and actually almost saw one of the crossing guards get taken out. So, could be your child. So we've been asked to run that one again as the weather changes and we have more pedestrian traffic here as we wrap up the school year with about 5 weeks to go. It's pretty amazing to think. It feels like we just started it. Wow, hot shot back off the mound, almost took out Boria, who hit the deck. And it is a ringing single for Lewis, who's on for the second time today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. This time gets on by way of the single. And the leadoff batter is on for the second time in the game. That'll bring up the catcher, Colby Takuda. Reached on an error in the first. That one called a ball. Looked like a pretty good pitch. That one hitting the dirt, bouncing in. It's amazing. If we didn't have the wind, it would be absolutely beautiful today because the sun is strong. I mean, we have no clouds. And it's warm. The sun is warm. It's just, the wind is just absolutely brutal. Ball gets away. They say that Dakota punched at it, but up to second on the passed ball is Lewis. Mello's defense, he's really had to protect around home plate. Borea's been a little bit wild through the first 2+ innings. That one missing up and away. That one will miss as well, and it is a walk for Dakota. So the first two reach here for the Tigers. And they're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. It's number 9, Jack Gobin at first. So Gobin at first for Dakota. And at the plate, Sean Murphy flew out to left field. 0 for 1. He ended the first. That one dives down and in as well. Really nice stop by Mello, because that one looked like it was headed back towards us. Breaking ball's had good break on it, but Borea's had a tough time controlling it in these first couple innings. I mean, better to miss low like that than miss high, but squaring up to bunt, pulls it back, and that's in there for a strike, 1-1. As the DH trying to move the runners over with nobody out. Takes a look at strike 2 now. That was kind of a backdoor again. That was more of like a slider. It wasn't so much vertical movement. That pitch he's had better command of than the breaking ball, than the curveball, I should say. Both the breaking balls, but 1-2 the count. And that is strike 3. That's a big out for Borea. Second strikeout. And that'll bring up Sean Calley. Grounded out to short to start last inning. Comes up here with Lewis at second and Dakota at first. And he'll look at strike 1. Down low and missing. One pitch. The inner half called strike. That looked inside. Although I will, from our angle though, Cali is right on the plate too. He's crowding the plate, so might have just barely grabbed it, but that looked a little inside. Borea will take it. 1-2. That skips away. Back to the backstop it goes. The runners advance 90 feet. Wild pitch. Lewis to third, Dakota to second. And Cali sitting on a 2-2 count. Grounder hard to third. It eat up Reese. Unable to make the play on it. And reaching it first is Callie. Lewis and Dakota staying pat. Bases are loaded with one out for Andrew Callie, who singled in the second. Ball one. Strike called on the outside, 1-1. Poked at, sent foul. As Boria kind of quickening the pace a little bit, back to the full windup with the bases loaded. One-two pitch to Andrew Callie. Slow roller. They'll come home, and the force is not in time. There was nobody at first. Lopes really didn't have anywhere else to go with it. Lewis will score the 5th run of the game for the Tigers. And everybody up a base, so they'll stay loaded. As we're back to the top of the order, and Dawson Bryce, who has scored twice and reached twice, 2 hits. Upstairs, not close. Timeout called at home. That's up and in. Ball 2. Bryce singled to start the game, scored on an RBI double from McDougal, and then doubled last time and scored on an RBI single from McDougal. So 1 and 2 in the order. Is accounted for 4 runs and 4 hits. Not bad. That misses. Upstairs, 3-0. Hilltoppers in trouble here in the 3rd. Bases juiced. 3-0 count to Bryce. Nowhere to put him. That is strike 1. Taking all the way, it appeared, was Bryce. Bat stayed on the shoulders. So now we've seen one. 3-1. Chopper to short. Espinal quickly to second, and he pulled him off the bag. Bryce will reach. Dakota in the back door from 3rd with the 6th Taunton run. Scoring on the fielder's choice. And the bad throw that is an E6. 6-0. Strike drops in there on McDougal. So Sean Callie at 3rd, Andrew Callie is at 2nd, and Dawson Bryce at 1st. At the plate, Ryan McDougal. 1 down. That was the strikeout to Murphy. Foul tipped into the mitt. That is grooved out to right field. Montilla underneath it. And he is there for the out. That is the third out of the inning, and it is over. So the fly out to right field. 2 more runs for the Tigers. I suppose with the bags, with the bases loaded, could have been worse, but nonetheless, still 2 more runs. Tigers have, at a minimum, they've sent 6 men to bat in every inning and have scored 2 runs so far in every inning. And that the Hilltoppers need to get the bats going. They'll have 9, 1, and 2 in the order here for the bottom of the third. Cavaco steps in as we begin the bottom of the third, and Moore ready to deal again. That one will dip down and in, the sinking fastball missing for ball 1. Bouncer, it's 2-0. Three and 0. Hilltoppers without the benefit of a hit through 2 innings, but they have had 2 base runners. Espinal reached on a 1-out walk in the first, and then Sherry was hit with 2 down last inning. And that will miss, leadoff walk. So first time today the Hilltoppers have had the lead runner on, and it's Cavaco, the number 9 batter, reaching with a leadoff walk. And now we'll turn the card over as Deacon Mello steps in for his second at-bat. Lined out to second base, pretty hard hit ball to start off the ball game. And he'll look at a bouncer in the dirt, 5 straight outside of the zone to start this third inning for Moore. Right now you're down by 6. You need base runners any way you can. If I'm Mello, the bat stays on the shoulder till I see a strike. That's 6 straight out of the zone. 2-0 count to Mello. And that'll spark a quick visit from Dakuda, the catcher for Taunton. Cavaco takes his lead. Wow. That's going to miss upstairs. 3-0. Ball 4, 8 straight out of the zone for Peter Moore. Having some control problems to start the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Espinal, and but not before Coach Bork is going to go out and speak with his starter. Hilltoppers softball had a big win yesterday, and it's their first win since opening day against Bishop Conley. And they played Conley yesterday. They beat Conley 5-1 on opening day on April 1st. Yesterday, they beat them 21-6. Sadie Fitzgerald with 2 grand slams in the game. So the senior with a huge game. Hope the Hilltoppers can kind of build off that a bit, because it's really been a rough stretch. Couple closer games, I guess you could say. They lost to Dartmouth. It was a 10-8 game. That's a chopper. First pitch swinging by Espinal. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Moore had just thrown 8 straight out of the zone. You wait till you see a strike. So now you gave him an out. Reaching on the fielder's choice, Mello erased at second base. So Espinal's at first. Stole a base in the first inning. He's been on twice now. But I would have waited till I see a strike. I don't like that at all. I know you just had the mound meeting, right? So you're expecting a get-me-over pitch, but there's no certainty with that. The pitches have not been close to start this inning. So not sure I like that aggressiveness, but that's just me. Boria at the plate. Flied out to left in the first. He's 0 for 1. Chopper to the right side. Oh, it eats up McDougal. And the Hilltoppers are on the board, as in from third is Cavaco. So 6-1, and Boria on thanks to the error. And up to second goes Espinal, and now Reese, who grounded back to the pitcher, is at the plate. Dangerous bat. Nice backhand save, a double steal. The throw is going to be not in time. Runners were off. So at third now, Espinal. Boria is at second. And the corners come in. Check the swing. That one will miss as well. Low and away. Outside corner, that one a little higher in the zone and called a strike. Ryan Lopes on deck. Moore working quickly, and Reese works the walk. It's the third free pass of the inning. In fact, all 5 Hilltoppers now that have been on base have reached without a hit. 3 walks, an error, and a fielder's choice. And second mound visit of the inning for Coach Bork, and he's taken the ball. So Peter Moore's day is done. Hilltoppers do have action in their bullpen as well. Coming in is Jack Callie, another Callie. .45 pitch effort for Moore prior to being pulled here after 2 1/3 innings. So the pitching change here at Durfee. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back. Hilltoppers have the bases juiced with 1 down and a run already in here with 1 out in the 3rd. On Saturday, May 14th, the Fall River Public Schools will host a job fair at the brand new BMC Durfee High School, located at 460 Ellsbury Street. The job fair will run from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. There are opportunities at all levels, opportunities in core areas such as math, science, and ELA, special education, MLL, ELL, and counseling, paraprofessional opportunities at all levels. Staff and leadership from our 16 schools will be on site. Come grow with us. Jack Callie has finished his warm-up tosses. A huge spot here for the Hilltoppers. Ryan Lopes steps in. Bases loaded, 1 out, and now same situation here. You have a new pitcher. You don't swing that bat till you see a strike. So hopefully Lopes keeps it on his shoulders. Oh, sends it to right. Well, hey, make a liar out of me. Base it to right, and it's going to get past Callie in right field. 2 runs in. Throw's going to second. They'll hold Reese, and it's a 2-run double for Ryan Lopes. 6-3. Beautiful hitting. Went down, sliced it into right field on a line. Espinal from 3rd and Boria from 2nd. At 3rd is Reese. And standing at 2nd base with the 2-run double is Ryan Lopes. That'll bring up Alexis Montilla, who's at the dish now. That is sent to left field. And nice play. Start and stop. They'll throw home. Reese holds at 3rd base. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Thought for a second Callie kind of lost it, had a late break in on the ball, but he was able to get there for out number 2. So Montilla 0 for 2 after the flyout. And Ben Sherry, who reached after getting hit by the pitch, will come up for his 2nd plate appearance. Foul ball going back behind us. That was Durfee's first hit of the day. There's a big one. Fouled off at the dish, quickly 0-2. Chopper to the left side, to the dugout fence. Oh, 0-2 pitch. That is sent deep to left field. Callie on the run, and he'll get there. He picks it out of the air for the 3rd out. A loud 3rd out as Sherry really got around on it. Hilltoppers send 8 to the plate, and they took advantage. Really, this is a big inning, big bounce back inning. Cut the lead in half. They took advantage of 3 walks and an error. So if you're going to get extra outs, if the team's going to give you extra outs, your opponent, you take advantage of them, and they did. 3 walks in the inning, 3 runs score. And it is now 6-3. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back here with the 4th inning.
Fall River is in the forefront of honoring members of the armed forces. The Community Preservation Act funded upgrades to the Veterans Memorial Bicentennial Park. In May 2021, Fall River dedicated the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall, an 80% scale replica of the original. The aluminum panels are engraved with the names of more than 58,000 heroes killed or missing in action during the Vietnam War. The project, including landscaping, exceeds recreation and open space requirements set by the Community Preservation Act. 10 years ago, Fall River voters approved a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, and diversity. $310,000 was designated to build this powerful tribute, which has become a location for reflection and healing. The park is now fully handicap accessible and is open to all at no cost, dawn to dusk. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Top of the fourth inning, 6-3 ball game as the Hilltoppers got 3 back, and Josh Boria's day is done after 3 innings pitched. Sam Montero has come in to relieve the starter to start the fourth. So a pitching change for the Hilltoppers. As Braden Sullivan, the batter. Sullivan with a 1-for-2 day, a strikeout in the first, a single in the second. That one missing. Well up in the zone. Hard ground ball, foul, out of play. I said Sullivan, my bad. This is Evan Calley. One batter behind here. Half-hearted swing, jammed him. Montero, foot race to the bag. The throw is going to be just in time. Wow, that was close. Hilltoppers get the out. 3-1 on the put out. And there's one down. That'll bring up Alan Lewis. First pitch swinging, sends it foul and back out of play. Curveball slips out of the hands. And that's ball 1. Two-seam fastball, tailing back. Grab the outside corner for strike 2. Lewis has been on twice, reached on a fielder's choice, singled and scored. Last time up, he scored the 5th run of the day for Taunton. That one up and away. Swinging through it was Lewis. Kind of a half-hearted swing again. Not unlike Calley before him, who got jammed. Half-hearted swing. Knew he shouldn't have swung at it, but it was too late. That was out of the zone. First strikeout for Montero. 3rd for Durfee pitching. Taunton Tigers have no strikeouts to this point. And that'll miss up and away as Dakuda, the batter, steps in. He's been on twice without the benefit of a hit. And he scored last time up. That was Taunton's 6th run after working a walk. And he's ahead in the count 2-0. Grooves this one to center field. Sherry moving over. Montilla calls him off. And after the pitching change, the Hilltoppers record their first 1-2-3 inning of the game. In fact, it's the first 1-2-3 inning for either side. So 3 up, 3 down in the 4th. Hilltoppers bats coming up. Pichardo will lead it off in the bottom half of the inning as Jack Callie makes his way back out to the mound after getting 2 outs last inning. So 2/3 of an inning pitched. He will come back out and continue his relief efforts of Moore. So changes in the order as we begin the bottom of the 4th, and it's Sam Montero who relieved Boria and just had a 1-2-3 4th inning in relief. He's going to be batting here in the 8th spot for Pichardo. So Montero leading it off. Takes a look at ball 1 down and away. And that'll miss. Oh, that actually looks like a pretty good pitch. But 2-0. First at bat of the day for Montero. There's a called strike. Callie working very fast. Stands literally like on the rubber waiting for the ball to come back. Swinging through it. Big hack from Montero. And just missing it. Middle in pitch. Back in and very quickly here comes Callie again. That is sent into center. Pop up. Shallow center. And Sean Callie making the catch on it. 1 down. Jake Cavaco, the number 9 batter, at the plate. Walked and came around to score the first run of the day for Durfee last inning. Timeout granted, and Callie pitches through it. That is slapped to right field. Callie on the run, makes the play. Glove hand side, 2 down. And that'll bring up Mello as we go back to the top of the order. And he'll take strike one. Callie ready to go. Strike two, outside corner, quickly 0-2. I thought Martell was working quick last week, but this is another level. Callie is just ready to go. Good protection. That one goes foul. Strike three. Well, the relievers doing their jobs, that's for sure. Montero set down the three he faced, and a 1-2-3 inning for Callie here in the bottom of the fourth. So both relief pitchers trading perfect innings as Callie ends it with a called strike three. We head to the fifth. Durfee down 6-3.
The Gothic Revival-style arch at Oak Grove Cemetery signals the final resting place of some of Fall River's most prominent residents.
Since 1873, thousands of funeral processions have passed through these ornate iron gates. War heroes, abolitionists, mill owners, and Lizzie Borden are buried within these walls.
Despite fine craftsmanship and historical recognition, the arch was unable to withstand time and the elements, and was in danger of collapse.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills. This cherished landmark was saved with funds through the Community Preservation Act.
In just 5 months, this time using some modern machinery, local contractors refurbished the granite arch and replaced sections of the gate.
A uniquely Fall River work of art and a respectful reflection for the dead has been saved for future generations.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Sam Montero back out for another inning of work. Finishes his warm-up tosses for the Tigers. It is the DH, Sean Murphy, 7, 8, and 9, bottom third of the order expected here, or due up here, I should say. And Montero starts off ahead, strike one to start the fifth inning. So first time all game, we've seen 1, 2, 3 innings from either side, and that is a hard grounder, just foul past third. And Callie on the mound recorded the first strikeout for the Tigers this afternoon to end the fourth, called strike three against the Durfee leadoff batter there, Deacon Mello. And it's 0-2 to Murphy. That's upstairs, and it'll miss 1-2. And that is a swinging strike three. Murphy down by way of the K for the second time today. It's the second strikeout for Montero in 4 outs recorded. One down. Sean Callie will step up to the plate. Just a quick word of thanks to our CIO here in the school department, Scott Cabral, for taking care of us, getting us back online. We had some Verizon, I guess, had an outage last week on Friday, and we were having issues connecting to some of the Wi-Fi out here as well, and so we're back live today, live streaming, and so we appreciate it, Scott. Thank you for getting us back on so we can bring you live sports. We've had really a lot. We've actually had pretty good success with the live streaming out here and whatnot. Particularly outside. Inside's been really great with that network in there, but the extenders out here were giving us some trouble on last Friday, so appear to have things back to normal here. That one's popped up high in the infield. Espinal loses the hat, tracks it into the glove for the second out, and the pop out to short. That'll bring up Andrew Callie. 2 down, nobody on. Showing bunt, and it bounces off the plate and goes over the umpire to the backstop here. So Coach Martin right there crossing your screen. And he goes to corral it. So that's strike 1. That one bounces in, and back to the backstop it goes. 1-1. Dawson Bryce, the leadoff batter, is on deck. I'm sure Montero would like to make it 2 perfect innings here and keep the runners off the bases. That is softly hit to Hopper to second. Another 1-2-3 inning for Montero. 6 up, 6 down in relief as he gets the ground out to end the top of the 5th. So for Durfee, they'll have 2, 3, and 4 due up. Espinal, Boria, and Reese expected in the lineup here. So based on the changes, we don't have the changes here. Nobody came up to us. But based on Montero, who's pitching, hitting in the spot where Pichardo, excuse me, was batting, it appears to me, or I would imagine, that Boria has moved out to left field where Pichardo was. So Boria should be hitting in this inning. We'll see if he comes out on deck. It's Espinal who will lead it off. Callie back to the mound. He's been solid as well. He did give up that hit to Lopes, which was the 2-run double for Durfee, but then since then, 4 fly ball outs and a strikeout. So he's set down the last 5 Durfee players. Yeah, Boria is coming on deck, so I think Boria went to the outfield on that pitching change for the Hilltoppers. Espinal's been on twice today, but without a hit. A walk on the first and a stolen base to his credit. A reaching on a fielder's choice last inning, stole third, and scored. We look at ball 1. This game coming up to the 90-minute mark. We started just a couple moments before 4 o'clock, and here we are just a couple minutes prior to 5:30. So been a longer one today than it was on Friday, that's for sure. But pace of play has picked up just a little bit here over the last inning and a half, thanks to the relief pitchers. We've really done a good job. All the runs in the game are credited and the responsibility of the starting pitchers. Boria was tagged for 6 and Moore for 3. That one goes down and away. Breaking ball, slider. Fell off the plate. Chopper, kind of a swinging bunt. Nice scoop on the run. Good throw. That's a great play there from Sullivan, the third baseman, to get the speedy Espinal for out number 1 here in the 5th. That'll bring up Boria. Boria 0 for 1. Reached on an error, though, last time and came around to score the 3rd run for the Hilltoppers. First pitch swinging on a line right at Bryce for out number 2. And that'll bring up Sebastian Reese, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. As we said in the open, Reese came in at 400 for his batting average, 4 homers and 15 RBI. Would love to see a big fly here. Takes ball 1. You know, the way the wind is blowing out towards left field here, if he got one airborne, it could go. He's going to pop it foul, and it's out of the boundary. So for field rules here, just so everybody's clear, there's a white line where the dugout fence is. And that line goes down the lines, left field and right field. So there is grass and field to the right of those, or to the outside of those lines. That's grooved to right center field, but Callie will move over as it died. Another perfect inning for Jack Callie on the mound. A ground ball out, a line out, and a fly ball out. Hilltoppers send 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the 6th. 6-3 Taunton. On Saturday, May 14th, the Fall River Public Schools will host a job fair at the brand new BMC Durfee High School, located at 460 Ellsbury Street. The job fair will run from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. There are opportunities at all levels, opportunities in core areas such as math, science, and ELA, special education, MLL, ELL, and counseling, paraprofessional opportunities at all levels. Staff and leadership from our 16 schools will be on site. Come grow with us. Looking at the visiting dugout, so you see the fence. I started to talk about it a little bit there before the inning ended. So in line with that fence towards the to the cage there for BP, down in the corner is the boundary line. So sure, there's land on the outside of that, but you know, just imagine that those lines would basically be like stands in a stadium, right? So there is a boundary limit here, you know, to where you can catch a ball that's hit in the air foul. So that is kind of give you the look there. Thanks, Jake. Jake Fitzgerald running camera this afternoon. Mike Fernandez with us tomorrow for softball. Top of the order, Dawson Bryce. He's had himself a great afternoon. Been on all 3 times. He's 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, reached on an error his last time up and was left at first base. As Montero back out there for his 3rd inning of work. That is driven in the air deep to left field, and it is going foul. Popped up, straight up. Montero calling for it, and he'll make the catch. So Bryce retired for the first time today. It's a pop out to the pitcher. That'll bring up McDougal, who is 2 for 3 with a couple runs batted in and 2 runs scored. That is sent to left, pretty hard hit. Down in the corner. It is a fair ball off the fence. Throw back in, and it is the 2nd double of the day from McDougal, his 3rd hit. And that's the first base runner allowed by Montero after setting down the first 7 he faced. And now Sullivan will step up to the plate. Strike on the outside. That is sent to right field and not a play. 0-2. From the stretch, and that one down low and away. One-two pitch from Montero. That is grooved to center field, shading him to left field, and it's on the ground. Throw into second is not in time. Sherry was not playing dead center, and the ball fell in. Up to third goes McDougal. Sullivan cruising into second. And now two in scoring position with just one out. Coach Martin heading to the pitcher's mound. As Evan Calley is getting ready to step up to the plate. Quick meeting there from Coach Martin as the infielders head back to their spots. Looks like they're playing in here. 3-run game, 6th inning, they will play in. So infield in all the way around. Reese at third, Espinal at short. Cavaco at second, Lopes at first. And Evan Calley at the dish. Takes ball one. Down and away. Timeout granted to the hitter. That one missing inside. That one going foul towards the practice turf. Two and one. Upstairs, 3-1. Ooh, close pitch, and Montero not getting the call. Looked like a good one, but it is a walk to Cali, and they'll bring up Lewis with the bases loaded now, 1 out. Strike over the outside. Montero starts off ahead in a jam here in the 6th. Foul ball going toward the parking lot. And 0-2. Chopper to short, slow roller. Gonna have to go to first with it, and the throw is there in time, but a run will score. The back door from third comes McDougal. Sullivan up to third and Callie up to second on the 6-3 put out. Now that's one of those situations where the middle infielders were playing back, you know, for a double play ball. Had they been playing in, they would have been able to throw home and probably get the force, keep the run off the board. But you played for two. Unfortunately, the ball just not hit hard enough. So Lewis will be credited with the RBI after the ground ball out. That's out number 2. Dakuda, the batter, sends it sharply down the line, just foul. So it's Sullivan at third, Callie now at second. First base open. Dakuda, the batter, Murphy on deck with 2 down and a run in. 1-1 count after that foul ball. Rope to center, but right toward Sherry, who will run it down for out number 3. But the Tigers break up a string here of solid relief by Montero and grab their 7th run. 7-3 after 5.5. That's just so great. We're back here, bottom of the 6th, having a good laugh with assistant coach Benavides. Oh, man. Ryan Lopes stepping in, the number 5 batter in Durfee's order for the bottom of the 6th, and he'll take a look at ball 1. We do have confirmation, by the way. Boria stayed in. He is in left field. So Boria is the left fielder after starting. Montilla and Sherry also expected in the inning. That one out of play. The 3rd pitch of the inning for strike 2. So 1-2 the count. And that's a bouncer. Good eye from Lopes to lay off of that. Lopes had the big hit last time up, 2-run double to make it 6-3 at the time. That one sliced foul, and that is going into the lot. Didn't hear any glass shatter, so I think we're okay. Oh, my car's not over there, so, but Jake, I think you're good. I think you're good. You know, I think we're going to do, especially with baseball, I think what we're going to do is we're going to hook up the second headset next time. Ooh, Lopes will eat that one. Hits him in the back. So leadoff base runner for the Hilltoppers here in the 6th. Now, I think, Jake, you know what we'll do is we'll give you a headset and we'll keep you muted, but we'll you know, we'll talk once in a while when you want to. You know, I think we'll start doing that. Yeah, I should have done that for Gary last week, too. Baseball's slow enough game. We'll throw Fernandes in the fire tomorrow. He doesn't know it. I'll bring a second headset. That one missing away. I have such an appreciation for pitchers who work quickly, let me tell you. I really do. Callie has been absolutely, 4-pitch walk, but he has been so quick on the mound. I mean, it really, a softball pace here when he's pitching. Very impressive. I wish that the major leaguers would be watching this game to see that. They could take a cue. Hilltoppers' first 2 batters reach without the benefit of a hit. That one fouled to the backstop as Sherry took a hack to start off the at-bat. Hilltoppers with a pinch hitter on deck as that is sent to right field and in the air. It's caught. Quick start and stop back to second base. Goes Lopes. There's one down on the fly out to right, and it appears that Montero's day on the mound is done as Coach Martin coming over to the home plate ump just off your screen to let him know of the change. Aaron Ferreira, number 16, pinch hitting for Montero, who had 1 at bat. Ferreira, a left-handed batter. Montero went 0 for 1 in his 1 at-bat. Bouncer in the dirt. Runners will take off. They'll throw to second base, not in time. So the wild pitch advances the runners 90 feet. So Lopes at third, Montilla at second. Montilla's pretty quick. A base hit could score 2. That is a strike on the outside. I'm sure Ferreira would love to deliver one in a pinch hit roll. Chopper. It is up the middle into center. Montilla will hold up as Coach Martin puts the brakes on him. RBI single, pinch hit off the bench for Ferreira. And it's 7-4. As Lopes came home to score. And now Jake Cavaco, the batter. Wow, caught at first in the air on the line, and it dragged him right over the bag for the double play, 3 unassisted on the twin killing to end the inning. The Hilltoppers do get a run back, so the run they allowed in the 6th, they get it back. It's now a 3-run game once again, but talk about a rally killer right there. That was a hard hit ball for 2 quick outs on 1 swing. All right, we'll head to the 7th inning. Stay with us here on Fred TV.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Back at Durfee, and Aaron Ferreira, who delivered the RBI single last inning for Durfee in a pinch hit at bat. has taken over on the mound for Sam Montero. Third pitcher of the day for the Hilltoppers. Sam had a nice outing, ran into a little trouble in the sixth, but he goes 3 full innings, just the 1 run allowed, and a couple hits and a walk, a couple strikeouts as well. So not bad in relief, as Ferreira now relieves him for the top of the 7th. It's the bottom third of the Tigers' order expected here, or due up, I should say. Murphy, Callie, and Callie expected to bat, and I do see Murphy. I see Andrew Callie, and I see Sean Callie. So all 3 are holding bats, and we expect to see them here in the inning. The sun's still shining, although it's getting a little lower in the sky as we're getting close to the 6 o'clock hour here. Starting to get those shadows. First pitch from Ferreira hits Murphy in the feet. So Murphy, after an 0 for 3 showing so far with 2 strikeouts, will reach base via the hit patter. Not a good way to start an inning, especially after you get a run back. So 1 pitch and the runner on, leadoff man on, Sean Callie the batter. We'll check on the runner. Callie 1 for 3 with a base hit and was left at third. In the third, did not score. As part of that 2-run third inning. That one missing down low, ball 1. Ball 2 down low and in. Ball 3. There's a strike from Ferreira. So 3-1 the count now on Callie. That'll miss. Ball 4. Basically, carbon copy of how Durfee started the bottom of the 6th from a hitting perspective. Lopes was hit by the pitch. Montilla walked. Here, Murphy hit by the pitch in the top of the 7th, and Callie walks. Sean Callie, that is. Now Andrew Callie, the batter. So 2 on, nobody out. Lefty versus lefty. And the corner's playing in, expecting a bunt, showing bunt. That one missing down and away. Well off the plate. Ferreira steps off the rubber. Bunt is down, bunt goes foul, and it is now 1-1. That's strike 1 of the at-bat. Pop-up bunt. Out of play and foul. So 1-2 now. Callie unable to get it down in fair territory. Showing bunt, pulls it back, and that's a ball. Oh, that was a close pitch. 2-2. Two-strike bunt. Reese throwing on the run, and it is on the ground. Bounces and gets away. Nobody covering second base. Callie ends up there. Scoring is Murphy with the 8th run of the game for the Tigers. Just a pretty ugly play all around, quite honestly. That was not very good. Intentional walk. They'll load the bases. They're not going to deal with Dawson Bryce. So bases will be loaded now with nobody out. With the game at 8-4. And McDougal, who has 3 hits today, will bat with the bases juiced. Oh, that almost hit him. Brushed him off the plate. You're going with the lefty versus lefty matchup. I get it. That's why the intentional walk, most likely. Another situation here where a rally has begun without the benefit of a hit. That goes foul. Hit by pitch, a walk, an error, and another walk, and a run already in. That one inside, 2-1. So Murphy scored, Sean Callie at third, Andrew Callie at second, Bryce at first, and McDougal the batter with nobody out. That's going to hit him. Square in the back, and that's going to bring in a run. Second hit batter of the inning. Ferreira dealing with some control issues here in the 7th in relief. Coach Martin going out and pulling him. Ferreira does not record an out and is responsible for all 3 runners on, 2 runs already in. So real tough relief outing for Aaron Ferreira. So a pitching change here at Durfee. Be Aiden Travers, who will take his warm-up tosses. We're going to take the break, and we will be back right after this.
Hi, my name is Laura Ferreira. I am the Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As the school year begins, we want to remind everyone of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are here for a reason, your safety. Please use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic and escort you safely. Drivers, please use caution when entering a school zone. 20-mile-per-hour speed limits are strictly enforced as mandated by state law. By being respectful and patient with one another, we can all arrive at our destination on time and in one piece. Thank you for your attention. If you have concerns or questions, please contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
Travers wrapping up his warm-up pitches in quite the jam here as we're back at the top of the 7th inning. Braden Sullivan, the batter. 2 hits on the day, 2 for 4 showing. Had a double his last time up, which was last inning. And he's got the bases loaded, nobody out, and 2 runs already in. Where did that miss? That looked like a good pitch. Ferreira came in to relieve Montero, who went 3 innings, pitched the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And Ferreira did not record an out. A hit batter, a walk, an error to score a run, an intentional walk, and then another hit batter to score a run. And that's where we stand. So it is 9-4. For some reason our scoreboard did not update there. Let's double check that. Sorry. I apologize for that. Must not have taken the... Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's going to miss. That's going to be ball 3. And it's sent to center. Sherry moving over. Will make the catch. Kind of double clutch there. Ball gets away. And the runners will all move up. And Coach Martin saying, where's the relay man? Now, out recorded. That's the important part, is an out has been recorded, but another run in on the sacrifice fly. As Andrew Calley scores the 10th run of the ball game for Taunton. And they just gave the runners another base because the ball went past the dugout and out of play. So Bryce will score to make it 11-4, and up to third goes McDougal. And mental mistakes there. First pitch swinging, and that's going to go out of play, foul, as Evan Calley takes a swing. Another pop-up going out of play. Well, much like Durfee took advantage with their 3-run 3rd inning, the Tigers have taken advantage here in this 7th inning. And you give a team extra outs and free passes, a team like Taunton, they're going to come back to bite you. 4-run inning so far. At third base is McDougal. Right back to the mound. They'll throw home. McDougal broke and probably shouldn't have. He is out at the plate. 1-2 the put out as Calley reaches on the fielder's choice. 2 down. And that'll bring up Alan Lewis. Dakuda on deck, the catcher, if the inning continues, and it will. Ringing single to left field for Lewis, his 2nd hit of the day. And up to third base goes Calley. Lewis getting into second base. And Dakuda will bat with 2 down and now 2 in scoring position once again. Ninth man to bat in the inning for the Tigers. It's been their most productive inning on offense this afternoon. 6 o'clock here in Fall River. 6:01, in fact, as time changed while I announced it. 2-hour ball game here. And this 7th inning has been a tough one for the Hilltoppers. That'll miss. Strike called at the knees. 2-1 the count to Dakuda, who's been on twice today. He's flown out to center each of his last 2 at-bats. Inside out swing, hooks it foul. Kind of a golf shot, really. He really went down and in to dig that one out. 2 strikes. Pitch from Travers is sent foul and out of play. That'll miss. Up and away, and it'll reload the bases. Dakuda on for the 3rd time today. Does not have a hit, but he's on. Works his 2nd walk. And now Sean Murphy, another courtesy runner for Dakuda, as they had earlier in the game. Gobin is in there. Murphy will bat for the 2nd time here in the 7th as the Tigers have batted around. And he'll look at ball 1. Ball 2. In the dirt, stopped by Mello. Well, upcoming games, Hilltoppers will be back at it here. Let's see here. I had the schedule open. There it is. Back here tomorrow. They'll have Somerset Berkeley rivalry game from here at Skip Lewis Field. And then on Friday, they will travel to Middleborough. And then on Saturday, they will be home against Middleborough. That game was rescheduled about a week ago. A week ago yesterday. For the Tigers, they'll be back at it tomorrow, their 3rd game in 3 days, on the road again. They'll be at Franklin High, and then they won't play till next Monday the 16th, where they'll travel to Attleboro. Murphy started the inning getting hit by the pitch, and he had scored. Now ahead in the count. 3 balls on the batter. Sends it to center. Will this end the inning? Sherry settling under it, comes in, and mercifully the 7th inning comes to an end, but not before the Tigers grab 4 more, send 10 to the plate. Real tough inning for Durfee. It had been a 7-4 ball game. Now a 7-run ball game as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th, first pitch from Jack Callie, who's been in there since the 3rd inning. Misses for ball 1. On the ground to second, and 1 down as Mello is retired for the first out of the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring up Jaden Espinal. Strike called. That one will miss. That is roped to left field, but right at Evan Callie for out number 2. Pinch hitter for the Hilltoppers here with 2 down. It'll be Adam Souza, number 4. Pinch hitting for Boria. Boria went 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 3rd, and scored a run. So Souza coming in, getting an at-bat here with 2 down, nobody on. Upstairs. And it is a 2-out walk. So Souza gets on base off the bench. And Sebastian Reese will come to the plate. Tough day for Reese. 0 for 2 with a walk. No RBI, no runs scored, no hits. Jack set to right, and that might do it. Andrew Callie under it, and that's the ball game. Fly ball to right ends it as the Tigers sweep the Hilltoppers in 2 games in 2022. And they grab win number 12 of the season. They're 12-2, a bounce back after losing yesterday in conference play. The Hilltoppers, after their win Friday to get them back to 500, drop back below 500 at 5-6 through 11 games here in 2022. Hope to turn the page and get back to it tomorrow. Get back in the win column. They won't get to practice because they'll have to play back-to-back days. They did defeat Somerset back on April the 11th. That game was on the road. They won 7-6 as part of their 3-0 start to the season. So they have beaten Somerset, and they have seen them once already. So See how the Hilltoppers do tomorrow. We will be at Cuss, where we hope it will be not as windy as it has been today here at the Durfee High School campus. This has really been brutal. And you know what? We're sitting here in the sun in jackets. I'm sure it was much worse on the field. So hoping it'll be better tomorrow, but regardless, we will be there. So live softball coming your way tomorrow, a 4:30 first pitch as the Lady Hilltoppers host the Lady Cardinals from Case in Swansea. Should be probably going to be a tough day for Durfee. I mean, you got to play the game, but Case really, again, a perennial tournament team. They're always tough. But then again, the Hilltoppers just put up over 20 runs against Conley yesterday. So, you know, the bats are hot. Anything can happen. We hope you will join us then. For Jake Fitzgerald running camera this afternoon, I'm Evan Massoud. Final score one last time, Taunton 11, Durfee 4. Have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.